and a couple women's volleyball games, which that took a lot of studying. But we got through it, and I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever done. So look at me trying to stay positive. Coming up on today's episode, I've got an absolutely stacked doom scroll of the week featuring the winner of this year's Fat Bear Week. Yep, you heard that right. Oh my gosh. It is an absolute honor to get to witness what is comparing fat bears. Unreal. And it looks like women's basketball is coming to Philly sooner than we thought. That's right. That unrivaled announcement was exciting. After that, I'm going to be joined by an EGOT winner I truly have no business speaking to. You know her from American Idol and her hit talk show, The Jennifer Hudson Show. If that didn't make it obvious, guys, it's Jennifer Hudson. It's all coming up. But first, let's get to some Real One comments of the week. First up, yeah, there was a 12-minute jump 2 weeks in a row on the runtime of this podcast. And some of you in Queen Emma's court commented with absolute horseshit like this. At Colleen said, Queen Emma did it again at 1 hour. Get the front door out of here. Get the French toast out of my face. Queen Emma asked, how are you feeling about it? 2 cool 60s in a row. And then she said, girl, should we make it 3? With a turtle emoji. No, we shouldn't make it 3. How about that? Garbage. Next up, a lyric from Life of a Showgirl inspired a viral tweet. And I have to admit, they got my ass. They really did. The tweet says, a whole block full of baby Kelce heads. Someone commented on that tweet and said, the fate of Kylie Kelce. First of all, the lyric is, quote, have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you, from Wishlist, which is my favorite song on the album, I think. I've said it so many times before, the Kelce genes are strong. And here's a moment that happened this week. This week was Uncle Trav's birthday. And in true celebration, there were a number of photos posted on a carousel on Instagram, I believe by the Chiefs and New High, that were, oh yeah, I did. Brad, bleep it! The other podcast and the Chiefs collabed on a carousel of photos for Uncle Trav's birthday that included a photo of my husband and Travis. And I will tell you what, I think I've given up on the Ellie fight. It was so obvious. It's Ellie's eyes. It's her eyes. And the worst part is it was in that photo where I was like, oh shit, is that Benny's face too? Which, to be fair, I have not thought for 1 second that Benny resembled me at all. So that was fine. It was Ellie that broke me. So the genes are strong, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I've been saying this from the beginning. We saw Wyatt come out. It's like we cloned Jason in girl form. We don't have a fighting chance, okay? But luckily, they make very cute children. Can confirm. Very cute children, those Kelces. Because that baby picture was that little kid picture of Jason and Travis was so cute. We do have half the block already covered, especially when they scatter, which is a thing they've been doing recently. They think it's funny. Speaking of the girls, we have listened to Life of a Showgirl. There are some bops on there I think everybody knows. One of the songs that Ellie and I have been bopping to on the way to school is Opalite. Great song. The lyric, my brother used to call it eating out of the trash. Outstanding. My favorites on the album are definitely Wishlist, Opalite, and Who Are We Kidding? Wood. Here's the deal. Do I need that much detail specifically about my brother-in-law? Probably not, but also Good job, Trav. That's it. Guys, yes. 1,000% yes. That's women supporting women. Proud of you. Okay, moving on. Let's get right into a chunky doom scroll of the week. Pun intended. You'll see what I mean. First up on doom scroll of the week, we no longer have to wait until 2030 for professional women's basketball in Philly because Unrivaled is coming this January. Queen Emma, roll the clip, please. Okay, there was an announcement in Love Park in Philadelphia that Unrivaled, the 3-on-3 women's basketball league, will have 2 games played in January in Philadelphia. Get out of town. No, get in town. I do have January 30th blocked off on the calendar because, of course, I want to be there for this. I hope that people feel encouraged and welcomed into the Philadelphia area. And I hope that this is just a small glimpse into how we are going to love and support our team that comes in 2030. I think we can show up and show out. And I think that we can make our city proud. Speaking of the WNBA, I've just been given yet another reason to be a fan of Caitlin Clark. Roll the clip, Queen Emma. She and some of her Fever teammates were at the Colts game, and Caitlin, a diehard Chiefs fan, is the only one not wearing the custom jersey they made for her. Nailed it. You fucking nailed that. You nailed that so hard. Here's the deal. Very kind of the Colts organization to give a customized jersey. This is customary. I've seen it happen to my husband many times. I co-sign this decision very hard. I think that Caitlin nailed this. I think that when you are raised a diehard fan of a team, that this is the only appropriate response to being given a jersey of another team. So, yeah. Yep, nailed that. Next on Doom Scroll, first we were a turtle podcast, then a hippo podcast. Well, now I think it's safe to say we're a brown bear podcast because the winner of Fat Bear Week 2025 has been crowned, and you guys, his name is Chunk. I can't. Queen Emma, the clip, please.
We have a winner, Chunk. A towering brown bear with a broken jaw has taken the top prize in Alaska's popular Fat Bear contest. This is Chunk's first win after narrowly finishing in second place the 3 previous years. By the way, Chunk weighs an estimated 1,200 pounds.
Chunk received the most votes in a competition between 12 brown bears, where people picked the bear they believe best exemplifies fatness and success, which is perfect for him, in their preparation for winter hibernation. Okay? Couple things here. One being the most important, I think we should point out. One of the things that they shared about Chunk is that he has a broken jaw. Okay? So for him to become the fattest bear with a broken jaw, I don't think that we are properly acknowledging the adversity that he had to overcome to fatten up. Okay? He was so dedicated that with a broken jaw, he still consumed enough calories to be the fattest bear. Perfect. I have seen a bear in the wild. Did I freak out? Yes. Was it like a freak out scared? Absolutely not. Because I was in a vehicle and the doors were locked. That's key. Because those suckers can open doors. Yeah. I believe the bear I saw was a black bear. And it was on the way to the Dickerson wedding. That's out for real. We were going to see Landon and Brooke get married, and we saw one on the way up the mountain. I was very excited. Queen Emma would like to know, if Jason and I saw a bear on a hike, would he ditch me like he did with the shark? Couple problems with this question. Number one, would Jason be on a hike? Probably not. I don't think he would ditch me. I think he would stick around. It doesn't feel as dire as him coming in contact with a shark. but maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to ask him. Am I a national parks girly? Yes. Yes, I am. I love and support the National Park Service, and I think we all should, because it is preserving parts of our country that are beautiful and representative of the land that we get to call home. Like beautiful national parks taken care of by our wonderful National Park Service. Shout out again to Fat Bear Week and the Katmai National Park Conservancy. They exceeded their fundraising goal and raised over $430,000 during Fat Bear Week. If you want to donate, we'll put the link in the description. The last thing on Doom Scroll, TikToker Green Megs and Ham just shared a very seasonally appropriate mom hack, and I'm taking notes. Queen Emma, please roll the clip. It says, mom hack, if your child ever wants to play, but you have low energy, just tell them you're a corpse that needs to get ready for a funeral and let them do your makeup. I love low energy kid activities for parents. There was a period of time where we did spa day, and I provided a brand new paintbrush with a tiny little like bathroom cup of water. And that was great. I had my eyes closed and we were painting clean water onto mom's face. And at some point I peeked an eye open and realized that Bennett was dipping the paintbrush in the water, sucking the paintbrush dry. Well, I guess not dry, sucking the water out of the paintbrush and then painting my face. So I was getting a spit facial, which I could have done without. I could have lived my life not receiving a toddler spit facial. I then quickly realized that spa day could not involve me closing my eyes. And that's okay. I'm okay with that because I still got to lay on the floor. Another one that we've been doing recently is massages. They're not actually massages, but my kids are young enough that if they want to beat the shit out of my back, it's still kind of relaxing, and they're not I can ask them to not do it as hard as they possibly can, and they actually listen. So I love that I said they actually listen like it was a surprise, but for anyone who has children our kids' ages, then you know it is kind of a surprise that they listen to that. We regularly have ended up with stickers all over our faces. That was an activity that specifically Wyatt really enjoyed when she was younger. She enjoyed putting stickers on both mine and Jason's faces. I think I have a video of that somewhere. Maybe Brad can cut that in here. But it really was easy because you sit and you get, you want to get not so sticky stickers. That shit will hurt. And I think you also want to make sure you're not putting it on eyelashes or eyebrows. So, you're not waxing your face. I have tried a number of times to have the girls do my hair, but we cannot grasp the concept of only brushing down. And then when we are old enough to grasp the concept of brushing down, or we're being light on mom's hair that day, we transition to, well, now I need to put it into an elastic or a ponytail holder. And we don't quite know how to do that. So it ends up with like a lot of smushing hair around and just sort of like circling your hands, almost like they're making a meatball with my hair. And then it ends up, that ends up as a rat's nest, as my mother would call it. I do love doing it though, because every time Ellie does my hair, it looks, nobody tell her I said this, horrific. And every single time she goes, you look beautiful. And it is the sweetest moment. I'm like, you know what? I do look beautiful. I'm going to wear it like this to dinner with Dad. It's so cute and I love it. And also I get to sit there while they do it. So 10 out of 10 highly recommend. 9 out of 10 highly recommend. That 1 point off is for hair loss. Here we go. That's it for Doom Scroll the week. Coming up, Jennifer Hudson is about to join me. But first, I'm going to rave about Hannah Anderson pajamas. If you're a real one, it was only a matter of time before you found out about some of my favorite kids' PJs from Hannah Anderson. I've actually got some right here with me because these are some of the holiday prints for Finny. Look at how freaking cute this. Look at the little tree. Oh, focus. Look at the little trees. My goodness. It's only October, but if you're a planner, unlike me, they've already got holiday prints in stock. I love Hannah Anderson pajamas because they last. They last. I have had pajamas that Wyatt wore that Finn will now wear. And that's so cute. Hannah Anderson just dropped their new 2025 holiday pajamas for the entire family. And there are so many new and fun, colorful patterns this holiday season. You can mix and match with the full family. And when I say full family, I mean it. Guys, they even have dog pajamas. I love it. And it's the perfect time to check out Hannah Anderson pajamas because their exclusive Friends and Family event is happening right now. You're invited to Hannah Anderson's Family and Friends event at hannahanderson.com/NGL. And now she's officially not going to lie. Jennifer Hudson, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
Of course. I am so excited to talk to you because I, of course, was introduced to you from your American Idol days.
Wow.
We were a big American Idol house.
Oh, yeah?
Huge. It was a family event, similar to like a Wheel of Fortune situation.
Yeah, okay.
Family event in our house.
Okay.
It was a staple. I remember specifically the people who gave us goosebumps. That was always our threshold of like.
Okay, that's how you know who you were going to vote for.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And you provided goosebumps on a regular ass basis.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't think I need to tell you that, but your talent is like kind of mind-boggling.
Thank you.
Now, I'd love to start by talking to you about your show. You just kicked off season 4 of the Jennifer Hudson Show. Congratulations.
Thank you. I can't believe it.
Now, every week on this podcast, I always say I'm joined by a guest I have no business speaking to, very much like yourself.
Oh, stop it.
Are there any times in your show where you've had a moment similar to that, or just a guest that you still can't believe you get the opportunity to speak to?
Kylie, all the time. Like yes, sometimes I have to like remove myself from it to be able to get through it. Or sometimes it overwhelms me to the point, like if it's someone I'm like crazy, like a fan over, then my brain starts rushing like, oh my God, I want to ask them this, I want to ask them that, I want to ask them this. And then before I know it, the time is up. So that varies for me. And then a lot of times, like, I'm realizing dreams right there in that moment. Like I just had Jennifer Holiday on the show, or when I had, like the original Dream Girls with Mariah Carey, like, wait, how are you on my show? And what? I got a show and Mariah Carey. It's like my mind works like that in those moments.
One of my favorite parts is the Spirit Tunnel. Mm-hmm. Those clips are constantly going viral.
Yes.
Before I play some of my favorites, do you have a favorite?
I mean, they're all good and they're only getting better and better, and people getting more and more creative. It's like an event at this point. Let's see. Okay, of course we all love the Aaron Pierre. That's a moment. In the chat, it depends on the chat, and then how the guests, we want to see what they're going to do, and then I have a monitor, so I get to watch them as they're coming out in real time. I've seen like choreography. Becker's won she got her MVP.
Yes, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. Like we're having like moments in the tunnel. So every show is a new one it tops the last one. It's hard to say.
Who is coming up? Who is the creative mind behind this? Who is coming up with
Yeah, the chance.
What's going to be, yes.
The staff and the crew. Like, I don't know when they rehearse. I mean, like, when is rehearsal? But they get me too. Okay, and that's how it all started. Like, I would come out the dressing room or out of the office, and they're out there like rooting and chanting me on. And then I was like, yo, we need to do this for the guests. We need to show the world this. Like, people should see this. And then we started doing it for the guests as well. And now when I say the whole world, is like doing spirit tunnels. Even when I'm in hotels, I'll see the staff line up and I'm like, Lord, they about to spirit tunnel me. I was at a Knicks games not too long ago and they lined up and I was like, what are these people doing? They did a spirit tunnel. Colleges, churches, clubs, everywhere you turn. It's like we brought help bring the world joy.
I love that. And also, it is exactly what you said. It's layers to it. It's the creativity of your team and what the chant is going to be, but also the reaction from the guest. What are they going to do? How into it are they going to get? Some of them are vibing in a way I was not expecting.
But see, that's what's cool about it because
I love it.
It allows them to just let their guard down, even before they come out for the interview, because as soon as you hit the door, you know you are here to be loved on and celebrated. Have your moment. And so they completely like lose sight of like any guard because they're so indulged in a moment.
Like I said, I have a few spirit tunnel clips here. I'd love to break them down with you.
Okay.
The first one is Usher.
Yeah, we got
down in the States.
Got us feeling like he's ready to roll. Watch out. Oh, watch out. Yeah, we got Usher.
Hey.
We said Usher.
The skates are just the part that gets me about this is like, we know he's smooth.
Right.
We know that. To get on skates,
yes,
and just literally glide through the spirit. I mean,
Usher was ready. He said, "Listen."
He was so ready. He came like, "This is my spirit tunnel."
Exactly, and that's what it is and was. And so to see him get in it and represent like that.
Now there was a top comment on this, and it said, "Everybody was at work today."
That's funny.
Was there an unusually high participation rate that day? It did feel especially full, that hallway.
I mean, it is Usher, so,
I get it. I get
it. The more the merrier. It's like, but that's the thing. If you want to hop in that spirit tunnel and cheer whoever on, if you loving them that much, come on out. You know what I mean? So it's a vibe. It's a moment. And depending on the stars and how much they want to love on them, sometimes they get bigger and bigger. And each one is different.
I love it. Now, one of my personal favorites you just mentioned was the Paige Beckers when she received the WNBA Rookie of the Year award.
Yes.
Queen Emma, can you roll that one?
Hey, she's the one. Paige Beckers at your hub.
I just love that people get to show off their swag.
Yes.
You thought you'd see
Hey.
spirit.
Hey.
So I'm here to present you with the 2025 WNBA.
And she said she was nervous, but she did good.
She did great.
And then she had an amazing surprise.
It is so cool that this has become an opportunity to share something like this, which is an incredible accomplishment.
Man, to be a part of that, to see her receive that, and for them to want to do that in the spirit tunnel, it once again raised the bar.
Now, I'd love to throw it back to your first ever TV appearance, which was, of course,
girl,
on American Idol. I also had Kelly Clarkson on here, and she talked a little bit about the audition process and not knowing what to expect. You were on the third season, so you had a little bit more understanding. I
got to watch Kelly do it first.
Exactly.
Yes.
What were your expectations going in?
That's a good question, because I said, originally I was like, when I go, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. But then, as time went on by and you get to see how huge the show is and became, you can get a little nervous. And by then I was like, I want to do it for the experience. And what an experience it was. I feel like I hopped on American Idol roller coaster, and it has been going ever since, because look at all the things I've gotten to do, all because I went and auditioned for that show. That's when everything started for me.
Now, what do you remember the most from your audition?
Ooh. Man, because there's so many different phases to the audition. So like my original one was in the Georgia Dome football stadium, you know, and singing in the middle of the field, the football field there. But then I remember when I sang and I told, you know, Simon and Paul and Randy, hello, I'm not the average cruise ship singer and I do think I'm the best. And I had this big old hair and I said, I'm going to sing Share Your Love With Me by Miss Aretha Franklin, you know.
Now, does that feel like you accomplished a full circle moment when you ended up playing Aretha in the movie Respect? Because I feel like you manifested that. I
would have never guessed. If you told me that then, that one day I would be handpicked by Miss Aretha Franklin and get to play her, I would be like, girl, go sit down. Yes, that's how my life works in so many full circles over and over again. So to think back to even this big hair right now, I'm paying tribute to my introduction to the world. I had the big hair and I was like, my name is Jennifer now. You know, here I am 22 years later.
I do think being an avid American Idol watcher, people like Aretha Franklin, people like Whitney Houston, whenever someone stepped up and they started their audition with, I'm planning to sing a song by one of the greats.
Yes.
There was always this moment of like, I really hope they nail it because there is a reason they are the greats.
Yes.
And so for you to not only nail that audition, wow, but then again, to end up playing Aretha is unreal. I always say I would love the ability to just belt out a note, like really hit one hard.
I'm sure you can.
I feel like, oh, nope, can't. Yeah. Definitely can't. But I will tell you, it seems like one of the most satisfying things you could physically do. Uh-huh. I just think it must feel good, like for your soul. Yes. Listening to you is like scratching that itch.
Thank you.
It's fulfilling to hear your voice and the power behind it and the control you have and the soul behind it. It just feels, oh God, it's so good. Look at me fangirling over you.
Thank you. You know, but it's a spirit. It's from the heart. So that's what I'm like, it's all about the energy. If you reach down there enough, I'm sure you could do it.
I know for a fact. I want you to be right. But I'm very sorry to disappoint you.
Okay. But I got faith in you now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I will try my best to manifest that in the privacy of my shower.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you have that.
Thank you. Now, in your audition clip, Randy references that you were singing on Disney cruises up until that point. Did you have a favorite song?
Well, I got to be Calliope the Hit, using Hercules the musical. And the Circle of Life solos in the Disney Dreams. Circle of Life is one of my favorite, like top 5 favorite songs ever. That's incredible. You know what else? It's like I said, my life works in full circles, like everywhere I turn, to the point I should be dizzy, because right before I went to Idol, like I said, I was on the ship singing Circle of Life, having no idea that Elton John wrote that song. I would have never guessed a few months later I would be on a show called American Idol and Elton John would come in and be the celebrity star who was teaching us their songs. And guess what I sang? Circle of Life, and he played it for me. And that was my biggest week.
You manifested that.
On Idol. So I went from the ship singing it to singing it with the man himself.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now, coming in on a different thing we could probably manifest is a live action version of Hercules, because if you already have practice as a muse,
we are the muses, goddesses of the
right.
Listen, I'm ready. Just call me. I already got the hair.
Disney, let's get this moving,
Calliope
because we're all
ready.
Waiting for it.
Yes.
We all need it.
That's my dream role.
Now, Kelly also talks about when you two were coaches on The Voice and how much you appreciated being able to help the contestants who were in the position that you were once in. How did that feel to be able to help people along their journey?
I think it made a huge difference from our perspective, Kelly and I, because we were once them. So I think we listened from a different perspective. Say if the contestants got up there and they wasn't at their best. Well, come on, they're auditioning in front of the whole world. Of course they're nervous. We'd consider those things. You know what I mean? We had a different sense of empathy for them and understanding and compassion because we were contestants too on shows like this. So a lot of times, like I would pick contestants, like, why did she pick this contestant? That contestant, and it's like, well, you know, it's considering a lot of different things from that perspective. They're auditioning in front of the whole world. That is not easy to do. And you got celebrity mentors sitting here and you're auditioning in front of them. That's nerve-wracking, you know? So I felt like it was helpful and it made us different as coaches.
Now, would you ever consider returning to American Idol or The Voice?
Yeah, I would. I enjoy it all. Now, I wouldn't go on American Idol as a contestant.
No. You've done that. You mastered that. You're good.
As a mentor or a judge, because Idol is judge, on
Yes.
The Voice is a coach. Either way.
Those are two very different roles.
It's different roles. But yes, I love my experience in both.
Now, you went from American Idol finalist to EGOT. And it didn't take you long. Wow. You won the Oscar for Dreamgirls just 2 years after Idol. Is that right?
Yes. First film ever.
That's incredible.
Thank you. I just want to get my lines right and make Bill Condon proud.
Now, where does accepting your Oscar rank as far as the most surreal moments of your life?
Woo. Well, it's up there, very, very high. I mean, it's probably maybe in the top 2-3 spots.
To do it on your first film is, I mean,
yeah. And I had never acted before, other than being on the ship, singing and narrating Hercules the musical.
Who knew that a Disney cruise would prepare you?
Yes.
To be an EGOT?
I mean, but. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. And then that is the thing, if anything, that could take one of those top spots. Because even when I won the EGOT, I didn't even realize I had won it until the whole room was like, EGOT. And I'm like, are they talking about me?
Oh, they're talking to me.
Yeah.
You guys already know about my love for hot girl walks. And now they're about to get an upgrade because Peloton just came out with the brand new cross-training Tread Plus powered by Peloton IQ. It's cross-training reimagined with features built to feel like it actually gets you and how you like to work out. Speaking of, I personally like to work out without any of my children standing right next to me asking me to open their snacks, fill their water bottles, or change the channel on the TV, which is in a completely different room. But they still find me. It's like they sniff me out. My ideal Peloton workout these days is typically a class. I love the Tread Plus. It's comfy on my joints. It feels good. And you can work within the parameters of the class and do it to your own challenge. And you can challenge yourself to beat previous classes that you've taken, which I love a competition. I do. Peloton also has the best features, including Peloton IQ, which tracks your progress and suggests weights that challenge you so you can get stronger. Let yourself run, lift, sculpt, push, and go. Explore the new Peloton Cross-Training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com. As a podcast host, fundraising event organizer, and high school field hockey coach, I know how important it is to build a great team. You need the right combination of people who are excellent at what they do, all working towards the same goal. And on NGL, that goal is to make this unprofessional professional appear, well, professional? The same goes if you're hiring. Obviously, if you want your business to be a success, you need to hire the best people for it. Well, guess what? These people are a lot easier to find than you think. Just go to ZipRecruiter. And right now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/NGL. If you're hiring, ZipRecruiter's smart technology shows your job to qualified candidates immediately. And if you're actively looking for a job, ZipRecruiter matches you up with relevant jobs in minutes. So build a team as solid as my beloved birds with ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/NGL right now to try it for free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ One teaching him?
Here and there, but he needs a better instructor because I'm still working on parking. Remember that?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. We're going to need someone else to tag him for the parallel parking.
Exactly. It's just time, like he looks like a full grown man and I'm driving him around and I'm like, this ain't really, this don't seem right. I feel like you go to the store, you drive yourself here or there, it's that phase of life that he's in. But as a parent, we get nervous, like, okay, because then those words will kick in. Is it going to be okay? Where you going? And don't stay out too late. Be careful. Don't be driving crazy. All of those things will probably pop up and surface then. Where it's like, why would you encourage them to drive, But it's time.
Now, I have said a number of times, our oldest daughter is 6.
Mm-hmm.
I keep making the joke of like, it's crazy that I'm 33 and a teen parent, because it just feels like I'm not old enough to be here.
No one ever feels like they're old enough because
So you're still having that. That's still...
I almost have an adult. That's why I keep saying like, how in the world... How do I have
How did we get here?
Yes. So every phase, you're going to feel that way.
Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if it was going to wear off into the teenage years, but I'm very much in the camp of like, there is no way I'm old enough to be responsible for a 6-year-old. When did this happen?
Yes.
And then they start to look old. Like the idea of any of my girls being 16, I'm like,
but it is coming quicker than you realize. Okay.
Fine.
Enjoy this phase right now because when your babies get about 11-ish, my son was about 12 years old. He went in his room, took a nap. I used to call him Monks. He came out that room and I was like, who is this man? And where's my munchkin? Because just like that, it's like it flipped and then all of a sudden you have to find a new way to be there for them because they go through so many phases so quickly. And it's that saying like when you first had the baby, oh, enjoy it because before you know it, they'll be grown. We think as parents that's like birth to like 18. No, it kicks in way sooner. And at this point, my son is like, hey, mama, let's go. I got to go do this. All right, I got to be at school. Hey, my girlfriend is doing this. What? Hold on. What? How did this happen so fast?
Yes. Now, what is the outside of coming to those realizations, what would you say is the toughest part of parenting a teenager?
Trusting our teachings. And what I mean by that, to me, when they get in the teenage phase, that is when you get to see who are you? What did I raise? Mm-hmm. Yes. What all did they receive? All the seeds we planted in them, bringing them up. Because now they're going into the world on their own in a lot of ways. At least they're starting to. And so at a certain point, the hardest part is not doing. Like, oh, wow, I got to let you figure that out. I got to let you go through that. You have to piece it together. Do you know your schedule? Where are your things? You know what I mean? Like, because as parents, we're always there. We're always doing. We're always, helping and all of that. But it's the phase of like, I got to let you figure this out on your own.
And it is so interesting, back to what you said about people saying like, enjoy the moment. And you think they're saying, enjoy baby to 18. But this is his opportunity where he is gaining that independence and he's leaving you to go be his own person in a way.
And it kicks in.
With a home base of still your house, right?
Exactly.
But you're getting to watch the person that you've raised.
Yes. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yes. And it comes way quicker than you realize, or seeing what they're into. Like, what are you into? What do you like? It's like you're rediscovering your kid in a way, because you're learning who they are becoming, how, all of those things. And so it's like, It's almost like when you pregnant, getting ready to have the baby. What is it going to be? Is it going to be a boy or a girl? Is it going to look like mom or dad? Who is it going to look like? But when you get to this phase, it's like, who are you? What are you into? What do you like?
Now, I want to switch gears and I want to ask you a little bit about sports.
Okay. Ooh.
Because I know you're a big basketball fan.
I am. I'm a basketball mom.
Now, I was just talking about the WNBA coming to Philadelphia in 2030. We're getting a team.
Congratulations.
And I saw, thank you so much. We're very excited.
Nice.
Now, I saw that you went to the All-Star game this year. Who is your team?
Well, I better go with Chicago Sky.
Home team.
That's my home team, but I love Vegas too because Asia Wilson is like my favorite. Okay. But I got to root for, Angel Reese is in Chicago and that's my hometown. And when I went to the game not too long ago, I was kind of torn. I'm like, but Asia on this team and then Angel Reese on my hometown. So I'm cheering for everybody. Okay. Yes.
Women supporting women. We love it.
Exactly. That's what it's about. Yep.
Yes.
And I also love that my boys do too. Like to hit them like, yo, Juju, Angel Reese and Angel, like they're mad into it too. And you see the boys get into it. It's like, y'all better recognize.
That's how you know you're raising a good man.
That's right.
Now, you also performed in the NBA All-Star halftime show and played in the celebrity game last year.
Yes, I did.
Which did you enjoy more, performing or playing?
I don't even know the answer. You know what? I enjoyed the whole experience. I did. It was just fun. It was like a J-Hud takeover in that joint. But you know what? I would have to say preparing for playing in the All-Star game. And because I literally prepped for like months, although my hand never touched the ball. And I remember my son saying, Mama, you on the wrong side of the court. He said, lock in. I was like, oh, I can't shame my kid. I removed my nails for the game.
Oh, you meant business.
I meant business. I trained with all my boys. I go from the boys to the men and I play games with them. They prepped me leading up.
That's perfect prep.
I played with Lethal Shooter and all for months and never touched the ball.
But you were ready to, and that's what matters.
Yes, because I take everything seriously and I had so much fun. And of course I got a lot of cool points from my boys.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, one last sports question, because I have to ask. Are you an NFL fan?
You know what? I go to the Super Bowl every year.
Okay. And
I'm trying
are the Bears your team?
I have one football boy.
Okay.
And that's Jeremiah, so he keeps me abreast on the football. Now my team, well, of course I got to go with my home team, the Bears. But last year, it was all about Philly for me. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I knew they was going to take it. That's all I had to say.
Did you? You could feel it.
I called it.
I love that. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support.
Yes, I did.
This week was not our week, but we're going to get back on track.
That's all right.
It's fine.
Yes.
Now, you sang the national anthem at the 2009 Super Bowl. It is highly regarded as one of the best renditions in Super Bowl history.
Wow.
Like multiple lists. Would you ever do that again?
Well, don't fix something that's not broken. I'm going to let it sit where it sits.
That's fair.
Although,
I selfishly, we are in a rotation of going to Super Bowls at this point, just out of support for the NFL, but hoping that my brother-in-law will be competing, knock on wood.
I'm sure. I'm going to knock on wood too.
Thank you.
I was watching the game last night. Yes.
And selfishly, I would just love to witness that in person.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Listen, to sing at the Super Bowl it's nothing like it. It's like one of the highlights of any artist's career ever. So, it's precious. Now, one of my favorite national anthems is Chris Stapleton. At the
Arizona.
Oh my God. I was there.
It was so good. That was one I am very, very grateful to have witnessed in person.
Me too.
It will be ingrained in my brain forever because while he was singing, they cut to I want to say it might have been my husband, but I blacked out a little bit with a single tear. And I was like,
yes.
Yep, now I can't hold my shit together, and proceeded to cry uncontrollably in the stands. So
I don't blame you.
But it was unreal. That was so that good. One was very good.
One of my ultimate favorites, for sure.
I cannot thank you enough for coming and chatting with me today. It has been an absolute honor.
My honor, thank you.
You are, I'll fangirl one more time because I have to for good measure. You are an unbelievable talent that I am so grateful to get to speak to you, but also to just get to witness your journey and to get to see all of the wonderful things that you're creating for everyone to enjoy. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And I can't wait to tune into season 4 of the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Season 4, Team J.
More spirit tunnels.
That's right, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor.
On behalf of the autism community, and she officially is here. And she's not gonna lie. It's Jenny J. Wow Farley. Welcome to the show.
Oh my God, what
I'm so excited to have you.
So excited.
It's perfect because we are at the Jersey Shore.
We are, and it's 100 degrees out.
It is very warm. If you see me wiping my brow or my upper lip, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm so excited to have you here. It's such a timely lineup.
15
for what we are doing here, and then also like drag you back to the Jersey Shore to talk to you about the last 15 years of your life and how it was, I mean, perfection from
blacked out
getting
mostly.
Getting to watch everything with the Jersey Shore.
Oh, I thank you.
Is just like, it's a comfort thing. I am not a reality TV person.
Okay.
It's the only show that I watched religiously.
Are we best friends right now?
Yes.
I'm getting
for multiple reasons. Now, as the real ones can see, we're taping the show from the most gorgeous bar at the Jersey Shore. This is the Ocean Drive. We have our guest bartending event here. All of the proceeds for that event go back to the Eagles Autism Foundation. Jenny, as a Jersey Shore icon yourself, have you been to the OD before?
I actually haven't been down here ever. I have to say
dragged you from the North Jersey Shores.
But, you know, living in Jersey and being in the northern parts of the Jersey Shore, I never thought that I needed to come down here. Like I did like Cape May one day or Wildwood for like my son's jiu-jitsu tournament, but I never like stayed here. Sea Isle, Ocean City.
To enjoy the beach.
Not once. Don't really like the beach, but I have to say, I have to give it. I was at the beach yesterday with my kids. I stayed in a hotel so I didn't have to get in the vehicle. I borrowed chairs and towels.
Yes.
Best time of my life.
Done.
I didn't have to bring the sand with me. I don't have sand on me today. Zach has the kids at the beach this morning. It's been a great 24 hours. I have to give it to you. If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be here.
I will say a friend of mine in college took me to Seaside Heights because that is the shore point that she went to growing up. And I think there is a little bit of confusion between what we experience down here is the Jersey Shore. This is the Jersey Shore I grew up coming to.
Yes.
And what you guys were opening up the world's eyes to.
Trash.
I mean, it seemed like a good time.
Best way.
How would you describe the difference between like the OD? How does it compare to Karma?
Well, unfortunately, there is no comparison, but the OD is beautiful. I would say actually, like we had a vibe like this, like an outdoor
Was
bar.
there an outdoor section of Karma?
There was.
Okay.
It's where I punched that girl in the face. It was a good time to be alive. It was fond memories. There, a lot of fights went down. They did not have sand.
Gotcha.
So this is
you
more,
probably preferred that.
I would say, well, back then I blacked out. I didn't care.
Perfect. Well, I figured we could kick things off with a very, very special edition of a segment we do here called Can I Be Honest? And today, of course, we're going to get honest about your show, Jersey Shore. And like I said, the real ones know that I've watched very little reality TV in my life, but the Jersey Shore is the exception. I still remember my sister and I would watch it, and then we would continue to quote it for the rest of the week, because why not? Now, before we go any further, I realize that not everyone watching
is a millennial who watched every episode like me. So to help them follow our conversation, I was hoping you could define some of the most iconic terms and catchphrases from the show. So we're going to do rapid fire style.
Okay.
First one, GTL.
Gym tan laundry.
And there was a little bit of confusion. The gym, the tan, and the laundry are as clear as it is, right?
Yeah.
It was literally just going to the gym
Every morning.
going to get tan,
Right after.
and doing your laundry.
and dropping the laundry up and then picking it up the next day when we were already back going to the gym and going tanning. It was a way of life.
It was so impressive. It was so impressive. Number 2, meatball.
Oh, those are my meatballs, my babies. It's Nicole and Dina. Shorter. We're not.
No.
We would be considered the sausage. So I was the sausage to their meatballs. Short. And they just didn't break.
Yeah.
They're like Gumby.
Yep.
So they were little meatballs that ran around and got drunk all day.
I love it. Number 3, smush.
Sexuals. I don't know how else to say it.
Number 4, juice head or gorilla.
Mostly a tatted up muscle man on the beach.
Yep. I remember everyone hunting for a gorilla of their
Always
own.
me.
Number
Always
5, t-shirt time.
Oh, so that's a 2-part. There's the shirt before the shirt.
Yes.
And we're actually experiencing that right now.
Yes.
Because when you're in the summer.
This could be a shirt before the shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
And then right before you go to the club, right before we leave, you put the shirt on. And
Yes.
that's t-shirt time.
You're fresh.
And then you walk out. Yes.
You're fresh. You're ready
Which
to go.
leads to fresh to death.
Does. Number 6, FTD.
Fresh to death, FTD. Wow, you're bringing back like memory lane now.
Perfect. Number 6, fist pump.
Yes.
Actually, I think it would be number 7 now because I did fill the other one. So
There is
number
a
7, fist pump.
There is a fist pump, so I will say this, I am very disappointed in the new generation. They don't dance like we used to. They kind of sit around on their cell phones and do their own thing. But back in the day, at least my day and your day, people danced at nightclubs. They fist pumped, they frolicked, they were all over the place. We did backflips. We didn't care. Our kukas were showing.
That might bring us to number 8, Jersey Turnpiking.
We Jersey Turnpike, which is twerking, I guess, as you younger kids say.
Specifically, my understanding of it was, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but specifically, you would be bent fully over, like almost touching the floor. Is that right?
Like a triangle.
Right?
Yes. It was always, Dina did a phenomenal job. She would touch her toes, ass straight in the air.
Yes.
And she would just make it jiggle. She has the best ass. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes, 1,000%. Oh, we are very in on cursing around here. Number 9, the poof.
Oh, that was Nicole's signature hair. Yeah. It was like a little claw clip in the front.
You know what's funny? It's coming back.
I see
that. I saw it, and it was called something else, and I was like, oh, excuse me.
Isn't that the worst?
It's funny when it comes back around.
And it's called something else.
I just want to be clear to all of our younger listeners. Snooki did that.
Yes.
Okay? Nicole did that. She walked so you could run. Okay? And she was crushing it. She would get it so
She has the perfect
high.
hair.
It was outstanding. Number 9, cabs are here.
No. Okay, so before Uber and Lyft and all these fancy apps, we would physically have to call, get an appointment. Like you'd be like, we need a cab in like 20 minutes, wait. And then when we would hear the double honk, Paulie would yell, cabs are here.
I love it so
Kids don't
much.
even know what a cab is.
No, they do not.
Not even, no.
I don't even know how many cab companies still even exist.
When I see them, I get sad. Because I'm like, you're holding on by a thread.
Then the cab rolls by and you see the little Uber light up in the back. You could sponsor us, Uber. Come on. Did I miss any terms?
I don't think so. You got the good ones.
Perfect. I think everyone should be up to speed now. Now, I'd love to start at the beginning. What was your first impression of everybody?
Nicole swears that, like, I did what I did, and I swear that it was the camera edits when, like, I looked at her, was like, oh. But she came in loud. She came in loud. And I love loud people, but she was a lot. I was like, I called her a rabid chihuahua. I was like, you are just very rabid. You're a lot. I thought the boys were dumb as a box of rocks. I love them to death, but I was like, what is this?
I think the best part about it is that you guys like got to where you are now because people saw you guys being like hilarious,
just us,
ridiculous. But you guys were so like true to yourselves in like enjoying life at the Jersey Shore that people were like, I want to watch this.
Yeah, I think it was twofold too. I think truthfully, and I'm not even saying this to like make people laugh, like we look like creatures of the night. If you were from Ohio, you didn't know what we looked like. You didn't know this existed. You didn't know like there were...
Well, that was one of the craziest things about going to Seaside Heights myself and getting the confirmation that
we exist.
Because
it's normal.
Because this is what I grew up with. I grew up South Jersey Shore. For people who don't know, it's very different from the North Jersey Shore points, specifically Seaside Heights.
Yes.
And so when people were like, oh, it's a show about the Jersey Shore, I'm like, not the one I went to.
Yeah. So we were more of like the party sector. We were more of like the daytime partying, work at the shore. You know, we did work at the t-shirt shop. He paid us like $8 an hour. Rude, by the way. And we lived, eat, and breathe the shore.
When did you meet the roommates for the first time?
That day. You see it in real time. We all left the hotel separately. We got in in our cars with a producer. The producer gave us a MapQuest printout and said, drive here. So we drove over the bridge, and you see it all happen in real time. Like, we meet them in real time. We meet the house. Like, we walked in and we were like, what are we doing? And then as the dust settled, Danny walked in and was like, you're going to be working at my shore store. And we're like, I don't work. What?
I'm here to party. What do you mean?
He's like, if you want to party, you have to work. And that was the deal.
I do think that was one of the craziest parameters of the show, that you guys had to stay working at the t-shirt shop to be able to stay in the house.
Or you would get fired and leave like Angelina did. Like they were dead ass with that part.
I love that.
And we didn't make any money except for what we made at the shore store. So the first season I probably walked away with like $400.
Oh my gosh.
And I worked in the Long Island nightclub industry. Like I was like making really good money. And because I wasn't able to tell them if I got hired for the show or not, I like lost all my jobs. No. I like turned my cell phone back on. I checked my voice messages. They're like, you're fired because you didn't show up to like some of the biggest parties. So when I left the show, I left jobless, broke, fired, and regretting everything. I was like, I had a great life in Long Island.
Oh my God.
Because we also didn't know the show would be successful, right? So at that point, we were just like, see you later.
Because when you were finished filming, how long after you were finished filming did the show air?
3 months.
Oof. And 3 months for $400 for 3 months?
And I couldn't get a job back. So I ended up working in finance temporarily, like mortgages, and being like, I'm going to have to go home to my dad. I'm going to have to like drop out of school. I can't afford it. I had really good like job security that I walked away from. I had all these regrets and like all this like overwhelming feeling. I remember being in my kitchen and like borrowing money from my girlfriend and being like, that's it. I'm not taking any more money from anybody. And then I hear this obnoxious voice on TV and I'm like, that's me. And I look in, I'll never forget this. I was in the kitchen. I was like, the fuck? That's what I sound like? And I hit the corner and I see a commercial.
For the Jersey
Shore. See me. And then like 13 minutes later, MTV calls me. And they're like, hi, just so you know, we're like a rep from MTV. If you need anything, call us. This is the name of your show. I'm like, yeah, I just saw it. Thank you for now telling me.
Information.
Because we didn't know what it was going to be called, anything. We had no idea. And
that's such a trust exercise.
And I don't do those.
Here's all my stuff. Hotel for a week. End up in a house. Leave with $400 and no job. Like that is. You were investing in yourself. I like that. I like that a lot.
I took a risk, and I'm not a risk taker. I don't do those things.
It was meant to be.
I I can't think of it any other way because my personality is like, what's worst case scenario? And every worst case scenario, every
Unfolded.
red flag was like right there. And I was like, okay, I'll still do it.
It's like I could end up in a ditch, but I could also end up on a really cool TV show making a lot of money. So, I mean, it all worked out. Jersey Shore might also be one of the most quotable TV shows of all time. Do you have a favorite line of yours? Because my favorite
Stay and get your ass beat.
Yeah. Or you can say and get your fucking ass beat.
Oh my God.
I mean, is there a better quote?
I don't think so.
That is just, and how, to be clear, how many times did you say it?
I don't know. I don't know what I was
so
doing.
good.
I was so angry.
It was so good.
So you have to understand that season in particular, I really wish they sold more episodes. We could have made at least 25, 30. They only allowed like 8 or 10, but we stayed there for 2 months. 2 months, try living with someone. No cell phone, internet, no TV, no pens, papers, magazines. At any point in anyone's life, you would tell someone next to you, if you stay, I will literally beat your ass. Like, you need to leave. So I probably said it way more. I was over it. She left. Here we are. We're friends now.
It was such a good, I mean, if you have not seen that clip.
You want to get your ass beat, you get your ass beat. You can stay, get your ass beat. But you can stay, get your ass beat. Okay. You can stay, get your ass beat. All right.
You can stay and get your ass beat, or you can stay and get your fucking ass beat. I mean, just top tier television, people.
Thanks.
Forget all the nonsense that's happening right now. The new reality TV does not hold a candle to you can stay and get your ass beat, or you can stay and get your fucking ass beat.
I appreciate that.
It's outstanding. I also don't know if you realize it since you were in it, but the way the anticipation for the episode where Snooki gets punched,
oh my God,
united all of us. We were on the edge of our seats waiting for that. That happened pretty early in the show.
Yeah.
What was it like seeing the fan reaction and how it sort of like elicited this just absolutely,
I got goosebumps.
Bananas, right?
Yeah. So I would say that was a pivotal moment in our show, because at that time, I think Nicole wanted to leave. She didn't feel like we were taking her serious because she came in very party-esque, like 21. She was a baby, right? And we were GTL, Gym Tan Laundry. So we were like, party 2 days a week. She's like, let's party all 7. So it was this disconnect. But we all liked her. But that day I realized, wow, I love her. And if you watch that clip back, and it's super quick because even though they played it for its entirety, a lot of backlash actually occurred originally. And I love MTV for this, and I love 495 Productions for this, and I stand by them. So when that happened in the bar, because the guy took our shots and Nicole was like defending us, he punched her. I remember her dropping to the floor off like the bench, which is high up, making sure she was okay, dropping my purse, and just started wailing on him as hard and as fast as I could. And in that like 13 seconds, the police show up, the boardwalk police, and grabbed him. And I ran back to her because I really thought he broke 2 of her teeth. Like, right. And she was bleeding and it was a mess, but she was perfectly fine. I was like, thank God. But we had this meeting and I was with her in the ambulance till like 8 o'clock the next morning, making sure she was okay. And people really thought they weren't going to air it. They weren't going to show it. And I remember sitting with people and saying, and the higher ups, like, why are we protecting him?
Right.
Like, I get that it's like never been done or never been seen on TV, and no woman has ever asked to get punched by a man, but he did that.
Yes.
And why are we going to protect him? So they aired the commercial and they aired it blacked out, and the rage that went across America defending him.
Really?
Not like, I don't even want to say defending him, but being shocked at the audacity of MTV airing it rather than the audacity of the man doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
How dare you air that? How dare we air like something so crazy and trashy and but we're like, how dare he do that?
Right?
Like,
he's
we're
the one
just,
that swung.
Yes, we're just airing the reality of what happened. Nobody ever asked for that to happen. We sure as hell didn't think it was going to happen. And that's when I remember Sally Ann, our owner of our company, being like, no, we're doubling down. We're airing this. And we're airing it in its entirety. And we're standing by the fact that, like, this is not okay. And we're not protecting him, because if we don't air it, we protect him.
That's right.
And Nicole is left with getting hit and people just wondering why for like the good chunk of the rest of the season, she's got this like baseball knot on her face. So I'm super proud of like our production and MTV really like
doubling down.
Yeah, just it really blew my mind that like that was even a conversation. And if you look back at the old seasons, sometimes you'll see the blacked out version.
Right.
Like they still sometimes won't show it.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Ugh. I do love that they doubled down though.
Yes.
And this is how I know I was hanging out with the right people, because we were all like, how dare he?
Thank you.
Yes. No, I felt that strongly.
Thank you.
Oh, that means if we had algorithms back then, mine would have been right.
And it's still like an oh shit moment, and it's still but like I think a lot of conservative people, a lot of boomers at the time, older millennials, were more insulted at the fact like, oh, how dare you air that?
Right.
But it's like, but that happens.
Yes.
And I feel like when we bring attention to things like that, that's how we can make it stop.
Absolutely.
If we're going deeper.
No, that
yeah. Protecting
and
people.
that was ahead of its time.
Yeah, this was 2009, like December. Very I don't remember ever seeing anything like that on television.
Absolutely. Look at us having a great time at the OD, laughing, talking about one of the best shows in history, Jersey Shore, and of course sipping on Dunkin's finest. The real ones know I'm a butter pecan iced coffee kind of gal. But recently my eyes have been opened. Yes, this is a mango pineapple refresher with a green tea base. One of the best parts about Dunkin's refreshers is that you can customize your order right on the Dunkin' app by choosing your favorite flavors and drink bases. I also got a chance to try a few other flavors, strawberry dragon fruit and tropical guava, which were also delicious. And you can pick your mixer. That means they can be made however you want. And I encourage you to try a bunch of different concoctions. Refreshers can be made with green tea, lemonade, sparkling water, oat milk, or black tea. The options, kind of endless. This summer, head to Dunkin' to build your refresher your way. Mix and match your favorite flavors and mixers to craft the perfect sip. Before we move on from Jersey Shore, we do another segment on Not Gonna Lie here called Doom Scroll of the Week. We explain a TikTok or watch a TikTok, and then really we pick it apart.
Okay.
Because right now I'll doom scroll when I'm feeding. I'll doom scroll like when I get in bed at night, which everybody says is bad for you, but like whatever. I'm enjoying myself. Thank you. So I thought since we have you here, we could do a Jersey Shore edition of Doom Scroll where we can react to some of the most viral clips that popped up on my For You page. First up, Nicole couldn't find. By the way, Nicole is Snooki. Snooki is Nicole. If we cross over here, I feel like we should clarify that. Nicole is now a grown-ass woman, and she's Nicole, but she was Snooki, and it was great. First up, Snooki couldn't find the beach, and then she got arrested. Roll the clip, Queen Emma. Oh God.
Where's the beach?
Right there. It's so good.
Oh my God, I want to go to the beach so bad. Love you, bye.
I want to go to the beach so bad, is what she said.
Free for all. Nicole!
Look at you.
It's too early for this.
My number one main concern right now is getting Nicole from the beach before she gets in trouble.
I'm a good person.
Come on, Nicole. This is a good time. You don't want to go in the water with your...
You got my purse?
There's so much more to that.
I would love to point out that she had the massive sunglasses on, which nowadays, well, maybe I might be a little behind on this trend, but people would say they're blocking out the haters. Okay, so
yes, they're blocking it all out.
What led to that?
A lot of drinking. So we always had this. I don't know what went wrong, but that day. I should have known better, but we always had, you have to go somewhere with a partner. It's a buddy system.
Right.
Just for cameras and moving, buddy system. But everyone was dead tired and Nicole really wanted a day drink. So production was like, all right, you can go by yourself. Never do that again. She got blacked out on a day like this. And I have to say, where's the beach? She knew where the beach was. The problem
She meant
is
the entrance to the beach.
The entrance in Jersey is like you have to pay at a booth and you have to like get a slip or whatever. And the poor girl was just trying to find the entrance. And then we all had to double down and try and stop her from going in the ocean because of her mic pack, which was very valuable back in the day. Right. And we did not have a lot of those.
We could not order them on Amazon.
Yes. And all I heard was sound freaking out. Her mic pack. So I'm running on the beach, then Dina, then Sammy, I don't know who else. I was like seeing friends down the shore being like, is that Jenny chasing her meatball? And all hands on deck. And I actually believe the police that were like tailing us to protect us were like, yeah, we got to arrest you. You're a public nuisance. And that's what I think she got arrested for.
So it was actually police that was sent with you guys.
Yes.
That was eventually like, we got to call it somewhere, and this is the threshold.
Do an aerial shot or like a wide-in view of that, and you can find them on the internet. No joke, at least 3,000 people were swarming us. If nobody realizes it, but if you expand the shot and get like a paparazzi view, 3,000 or 4,000 people were like surrounding us in a circle.
Oh God!
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Pauly D got mad. This is one of.
That you guys are mad at me, but I ain't doing thing.
Pauly.
So I'm mad at you for being mad at me for no reason. So try and talk to me, I'm mad. Pissed.
I have no idea what that even it was about, but I'm sure we said something like, oh, we're mad at him. Right. And he has such a great sense of humor to like.
Kylie Kelce couldn't contain her excitement when she opened up about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's upcoming wedding during her appearance on Not Going to Lie. From the moment she began speaking, it was clear this won't be just another celebrity celebration. It will be a day that feels both very Kelce and very Taylor, warm, emotional, and deeply meaningful. Appearing on the show from Philadelphia, Kylie delivered what viewers love most from her: honesty, humor, and a grounded perspective. But what turned the episode into an instant media storm across the US was her emotional and open discussion about the wedding of her brother-in-law Travis Kelce and global music icon Taylor Swift, an event many already call the wedding of the century. Kylie didn't dramatize anything. Instead, she offered a sincere, rare inside look at the couple's relationship. "I've never seen Travis like this," she admitted, repeating the statement because of how deeply she meant it. She joked that she didn't need to pretend to be excited because she genuinely was. According to her, Travis hasn't changed because he's dating the world's biggest pop star. He's changed because he has become calmer, more focused, and more at peace. It's not that he's happier, he's always been happy. He's just more at ease, she explained. That phrase summed up exactly why the entire Kelce family embraces this relationship. One of the most heartwarming moments was when Kylie spoke about Taylor not as a superstar but as a soon-to-be family member. She said people forget that when Taylor enters their home, she doesn't bring cameras. She brings baked goods, thoughtful questions, and genuine attention to the kids. Taylor remembers every niece and nephew's name, asks about school routines, and even sends texts asking if Wyatt liked her new song. "She's very normal in the best way," Kylie said. That authenticity made the Kelce family welcome her almost instantly. While Kylie avoided revealing the wedding date or location, she hinted at the overall feel. Anyone expecting a flashy Hollywood-style event might be surprised. The wedding won't be about extravagance. It will be about closeness. Taylor and Travis want warmth, privacy, laughter, great food, and kids running around. "It will be very Kelce and very Taylor," Kylie said. Kylie also revealed how emotional Jason Kelce has been. He might not talk much, but she once caught him looking at Travis the way an older brother does when he realizes he finally found his person. Jason especially respects how naturally Taylor fits into the family and how gracefully she handles massive media pressure. Kylie didn't shy away from addressing that pressure. "We're not naive. We know people will care, but we also know who we are," she said. The Kelce family has agreed on one principle: protect the moments that truly matter. Taylor values this just as much. The quote that went viral after the episode aired was Kylie's heartfelt line: I think Taylor needs a family like this, and I think we need her too. Kylie explained that Taylor brought creative warmth into their lives and made them express love more openly. She even taught Travis to listen in a deeper, more thoughtful way. As the wedding draws closer, Kylie stands out as the grounding force in the Kelce family. She isn't loud or seeking attention, but she ensures the family stays rooted while the world amplifies every detail. Her calm, sincere presence keeps everything steady behind the scenes of what many call the most anticipated wedding of the year. Kylie Kelce made it clear during her interview that she refuses to see Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce wedding as a celebrity spectacle. For her, it's simply her brother-in-law's wedding, and keeping that mindset protect her from the overwhelming pressure that comes with global attention. If I thought of it as a Hollywood event, I'd be exhausted, she joked. Kylie's way of speaking always reflects the grounded values of a working-class American family, where success isn't defined by cameras but by whether you stay true to yourself. Travis can perform in front of tens of thousands, she said with a smile. But when he comes home, he's still the same little brother who leaves his shoes in the hallway. When Taylor Swift came into the Kelce family, the change wasn't loud or dramatic. Kylie revealed that Taylor fits in through small, thoughtful gestures, always asking before posting anything about the family, stepping out of the public eye whenever the kids need privacy, and never forgetting Donna Kelce's preference for hot but mild coffee. You can't learn these things from the media, Kylie said. You learn them by genuinely caring. That sincerity earned Taylor the family's trust, not her fame. Kylie also opened up about her personal dynamic with Taylor. They don't act like Hollywood best friends or obsess over celebrity topics. Instead, their conversations are simple and real. Kids, schedules, chores, and sometimes how to find 10 minutes of quiet in a busy house. Taylor doesn't pretend to be someone else around me, Kylie said, and I don't soften myself just because she's Taylor Swift. This balance created a bond rooted in mutual respect, something rare for a relationship constantly scrutinized online. Kylie also discussed the pressure Taylor faces as she prepares for her first wedding. People forget that this is her first wedding, Kylie emphasized. It's not a concept. It's not a tour. It's real life. Taylor knows that true normalcy may be impossible due to her fame, but she still longs for the basics, family, vows, and a sense of peace. Kylie admires that desire, even while knowing how difficult it will be for Taylor to achieve. She continued by sharing something many viewers didn't expect. Travis Kelce himself has become more thoughtful, quieter, and more reflective as the wedding approaches. Not because he's sad, but because he's transitioning into a completely new phase of life, moving from being one of the NFL's greatest tight ends into the role of a partner, a husband, and eventually a family man. He's learning to ask himself what's going to last, Kylie said. Separately, Travis has also been honest about his football future. After the Chiefs missed the playoffs, a rare disappointment for Kansas City, he admitted on New Heights that his body needs time to heal. At 36, he's taking a few weeks to just be human before deciding whether to continue playing. Despite the exhausting season, Travis still earned his 11th Pro Bowl selection with 76 catches for 851 yards and 5 touchdowns. He spoke to Chief staff during exit meetings and told them he still loves the game deeply. If my body heals and I feel confident, I'd go another 18 to 21 weeks in a heartbeat, he said. But for now, he wants time with family and friends before deciding. If he chooses to retire, he will go down as one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history, with records that no one in playoff history has touched. Even in a difficult season, the Chiefs remained America's most-watched team, highlighting their massive national pull. 4 of the 5 most-watched games of the entire NFL season featured Kansas City, proving that star power, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the team's reputation matters as much as record. NFL viewership climbed 10% overall, with Kansas City leading the charge despite missing the postseason. The Thanksgiving matchup between the Chiefs and Cowboys drew an astonishing 57.3 million viewers, dominating national television. As the postseason begins, the NFL continues to hold 89 of the top 100 broadcasts of the year. The upcoming wildcard games, from Rams vs. Panthers to Eagles vs. 49ers, are expected to attract massive audiences as the league's popularity keeps rising. But even with football dominating the conversation, the Kelce family stays focused on one principle as the wedding approaches: family first. Kylie emphasized that no matter how big the attention gets, they refuse to sacrifice their privacy or their children's comfort. Cameras won't be allowed during sacred moments, and they won't let the media define their story. "We're not against the world," Kylie said. "We're just protecting what belongs to us." Kylie Kelce also spoke with deep admiration about her mother-in-law, Donna Kelce, describing her as a woman who understands both worlds, sports and entertainment, pressure and joy. According to Kylie, Donna constantly reminds the family that the wedding is not a performance but a beginning, something far more important than cameras, headlines, or public curiosity. Near the end of Not Going to Lie, Kylie made a statement that brought the studio to complete silence. She said she didn't believe this was just Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, but a moment where two worlds learn how to respect each other. If the wedding carries any meaning beyond family, Kylie said, it proves that fame and private life do not have to destroy one another. They can coexist if the people at the center stay grounded. Kylie ended the discussion in her usual calm, heartfelt style. At the end of the night, after the dress is put away, the music fades, and the guests leave, Taylor and Travis will still wake up beside each other the next morning. That, she said, is the only thing that truly matters. In a world obsessed with extravagance and shock value, Kylie's sincerity brings a refreshing reminder. Love doesn't need to be dramatic, families don't need to be perfect, and weddings don't need to be larger than life to be meaningful. While Kylie was opening her heart on the show, Travis Kelce himself continued to make headlines in football for something far from wedding details. For the fifth time in 6 years, the Kansas City Chiefs nominee for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year won nationwide charity challenge, giving Travis his third overall victory and making him the only player to win the challenge every time he was nominated. He previously won in 2024-25 and 2020-21, joining former Chiefs winners like Patrick Mahomes, Tyrann Mathieu, and Eric Berry in the contest's 11-year history. Nationwide announced donations to the charities of Buffalo's Dion Dawkins and Philadelphia's Jordan Mailata, who finished second and third. As if that weren't enough, Travis also made NFL history in the final game of the 2025 season. He became only the third tight end ever to surpass 13,000 receiving yards, joining Tony Gonzalez and Jason Witten. He entered Week 18 needing just 10 yards and finished with 12, reaching the milestone faster than both Gonzalez and Witten. While the NFL world celebrated, Swifties immediately noticed the symbolism. 13 has always been Taylor Swift's lucky number, and Travis reached 13,000 yards in his 13th NFL season. Fans online went into a frenzy, joking that the numbers are numbering and calling it take karma. Some pointed out they were giggling like Swifties always do whenever the number 13 appears. Kelce added another achievement that same day, surpassing Terrell Owens on the all-time receptions list. With 1,080 career catches, he moved into 8th place, further cementing his legacy. As speculation about his retirement continues, Travis has admitted he wants time to rest, heal, and just be human before making decisions about his future. Even if the Raiders game ends up being his last, he has already secured his place in NFL history and won the hearts of both football fans and Swifties alike.